like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week.
Humans may be the most intelligent animals on Earth, but that doesn't mean we disregard the brains of other animals, especially our distant cousin primates. The primate world can at times seem as intelligent as the human one, from a monkey riding a motorcycle to the most famous and intelligent primate ever recorded. Here are 10 genius monkeys caught on camera. Number 10. Monkey on a motorcycle. When walking down the street, the last thing you would expect to see is a monkey riding a mini motorcycle. If that street is in the dusty streets of Indonesia, then that is exactly what you would see next to the sidewalks. The little guy is caught on camera performing a stunt like it's a small primate version of evil Knievel. This unbelievable circus-like act is hilarious on first viewing as the little monkey zooms by, but then it gets a bit disturbing. Just by looking closer at the video, you can see that the little monkey is actually tied to a chain. The hypnotic, repetitive, but weirdly soothing music attempts to lift the mood, but the fact remains that this small animal that's going around collecting money from the in-awe tourist is practically a slave. Aside from the morality of the situation, the fact that the monkey can perfectly ride the little toy motorcycle is pretty damn impressive. I'm sure there are countless adults in the world that don't have the balance or skill to ride a bicycle, yet this monkey makes it look easy as pie. Am I going to be stuck in traffic or caught at a red light and look out my window and see a primate driving a car? Number 9. The thirsty capuchin. Are you too lazy to do simple stuff? You know, like looking for the TV remote. Well, you can be like the guy we previously featured on this channel. That guy actually taught his dog to find the remote control and a bunch of other stuff as well. Not really a dog person? Well, you just might be a monkey person after watching this video, and then you can teach your monkey all the stuff that you're too lazy to do, like this guy in Japan did. This tiny capuchin monkey is amazing. Capuchin monkeys are known to be very smart and trainable, but only in Japan, a place with the highest density of vending machines in the world. At about 1 machine per 23 people, can a capuchin be a monkey to buy a drink from a vending machine? Too bad we couldn't get the name of this amazing little guy. He deserves to be famous worldwide. Number 8. Nemo the orangutan. If you're anything like me, you've never entirely been comfortable in your own bedroom. There's something a bit off about it, and I find myself constantly rearranging everything just to find my Goldilocks zone. And it seems I'm not alone in this, as I'm sure that some of you are just like me, and I'm positive that a certain orangutan in a zoo in Thailand feels the same way. Nemo, an orangutan from the zoo in Thailand, has been captured on camera designing a hammock, and of course, the video became viral very quickly. She clambered up in her cage and fastened a piece of fabric together, forming a perfect spot for a nap. She can be seen tying knots and even testing her design. At one point, when we thought she was done, she decided that her design was a bit off, so she unfastened one of the knots that she did to lower one side of the hammock. Only when she was satisfied did she then proceed to take her afternoon nap. We know that some apes are intelligent, but who would have thought that some of them could also be interior decorators? Number 7. Chimpanzee playing ping pong. It would seem that monkeys' intelligence is not restricted from sports. As we've already seen, the animals are great at picking up a skill, and using a ping pong paddle is no different. The monkey's ability to learn to judge the trajectory of a ball and strike it with their paddle is really quite remarkable. If anyone thought monkeys were idiots or that there's no way we are distantly related, then just show them this clip of one effortlessly slapping a ball over the net with accuracy. It's about time we start including animals in sports tournaments. Number 6. Sultan. Much of the scientific knowledge concerning insights derives from work on animal behavior that was conducted by 20th century German Gestalt psychiatrist Wolfgang Kohler. The undisputed star of his study is Sultan, a chimpanzee who was the brightest of the early chimpanzees used for psychological research. He is particularly recognized for his insights in solving numerous problems, including stacking or manipulating boxes to reach a reward, and the use of 2 sticks as a unit to rake food to a reachable distance. In one notable experiment, Kohler placed a banana outside of Sultan's cage and gave the animal 2 sticks, each too short for pulling in the food, but joinable to make a a single stick of sufficient length. Sultan tried unsuccessfully to use each stick, and he even used one stick to push the other along to touch the banana. Later, apparently, after having given up, Sultan accidentally joined the two sticks, observed the results, and immediately ran with the longer tool to retrieve the banana. When the experiment was repeated, Sultan joined the two sticks and solved the problem in no time at all. Number 5. Monkey addicted to a smartphone. Someone really needs to tell this ape to lay off social media for a while. This ape appears to enjoy memes and social media a little bit too much, as he's just swiping away through his timeline like a bored teenager looking for a funny meme. This hilarious ape grips onto the phone like a real pro, though. They've clearly been practicing. Talk about being engaged. The ape barely blinks while playing with the cellular device that is trapped in his iron vice gripped. The only thing they do is smile from ear to ear as they navigate their way through its various functions and social media timelines. It even starts watching videos of other primates and analyzing it intensely at one point. Maybe it recognizes the hairy guy on screen. Number 4. Congo. Congo is arguably the most famous of all primate painters. He made 400 drawings and paintings during his lifetime, and just recently he was the first primate to have a solo exhibit of his works. His style has been described as lyrical abstract impressionism. He learned to draw near the age of 2, beginning when zoologist Desmond Morris offered Congo a pencil. According to Morris, Congo took a pencil like a duck takes to water, and soon the chimp was creating magnificent works of art. And if you think that all of his artworks are just random doodles, you better think again. Congo will throw a tantrum if you take away from him a painting that he's not finished with. Yet he will also outright refuse to work on a piece that he is deemed finished. After receiving it as a gift, Spanish painter Pablo Picasso was reportedly a fan of his paintings and hung one of the ape's pictures in his studio wall. Number 3. Brent. Brent is a 37-year-old chimpanzee who lives in Chimp Haven, a sanctuary in Knievel. According to popular opinion, he's also the greatest chimpanzee artist America has to offer. He was a former lab chimp, and his flair for the arts was only discovered after he was transferred to Chimp Haven. Many other chimps can paint, and you'll find that out later on in this video, but one thing sets Brent apart. He doesn't use pens or brushes. He doesn't even use his hands. Instead, he uses his tongue to create his masterpieces, giving them a unique aesthetic that only belongs to him. His art was even good enough to win an art competition. Brent's painting won first place in the Humane Society of the United States Chimpanzee Art Contest, garnering the most public votes during the online voting period. 6 chimpanzee sanctuaries submitted entries, but Brent's work beat them all, winning $10,000 for his sanctuary. Number 2. Ayumu. Ayumu is one of 14 chimpanzees spanning 3 generations living at the Primate Research Institute in Kyoto University, Japan. It's here that Institute Director Professor started a high-tech study of chimp intelligence over 30 years ago. He described the chimps as his research partners, but of all the apes here, it's Ayumu who's proved to be the real genius. Just watch the video and watch him in action. The professor describes him as naughty but harder working than other juvenile chimps. Ayumu has excelled at the university and is capable of an incredible mental feat. In just 60 milliseconds, he can remember the position of 9 numbers randomly displayed on a computer screen, something that even the best human minds find impossible. Number 1. Koko the gorilla. When it comes to apes who can sign language, it really doesn't get better than Koko the gorilla. An international celebrity who even hung out with Robin Williams, Koko was a vastly emotional, intelligent being that was loved by millions. Able to communicate 1,000 signs of American Sign Language, Koko was claimed to also know 2,000 words of spoken English. The majority of them were taught to her by her friend and researcher Frances Penny Patterson. When Penny tells Koko to stir the drink without the use of sign language, she obliges. Some claim it's merely mimicry, but Penny points out the fact that Koko uses sign language even when by herself. Koko was meant to mate with another gorilla who was also learning sign language called Michael until she friend-zoned him. The two interacted from a young age, and so they ended up forming a sibling relationship, which is nice and all, except for when you're trying to form a bloodline of fascinatingly intelligent gorillas. Which one of these monkeys did you find the most fascinating? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.